Hello and welcome to a new Indie Sunday. This week we're going to be playing the demo version of Corpse Factory. First off, before we get into anything here, this music slaps. Now it goes into a bit of a more quiet bit, but I'm just gonna let you listen to it for like 10 seconds right now. I'll be quiet. Alright, that's enough, but that's really good music. Anyway, it is a visual novel again. I haven't done one like this in a while, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've done one like this in a few weeks at least. So we're back. A quick warning. Probably going to be slightly gruesome at times. There will be depictions of violence, so if those are not for you, be careful when watching videos like this. I mean, the game is called Corpse Factory. I mean, what are you gonna expect? Either way, let's go into the new game. Prologue, Emi Katsuno. I know those bitches have been talking about me behind my back. They flash those fake smiles when I walk past. They wave half-heartedly and say things like, "Oh, hi, Emi," or "You're the only one brave enough to pull off that look." They're all two-faced lying assholes. I hate each and every one of them. Amano, Sachiko, Kurosawa, just look at them. Everything about them is fake. Fake lips, fake nails, fake smiles, fake personalities. Look, I'll be the first to admit that I'm a fake bitch too, but even I know I'm not as bad as them. I'm not horrible to every person I meet, just the ones I don't like. It's not fair that I have to work with them. I just wanted a part-time job, something breezy and casual. How was I supposed to know these delinquents would obsess over tormenting me? Amano is unbearable, but probably the least terrible of the three. She's a year younger than me and acts like she's some famous pop idol. But she's a dropout, just like me, working in this dead-end part-time job just so her parents don't kick her out of their house. She spends her evenings singing at underground bars and hanging out with shady talent agents who swear they can promote her and make her the next big pop star. She gets taken advantage of time and time again, but never seems to learn a lesson. I don't know if she's just stupid or if she really thinks she's on the right track to becoming famous. Sachiko is the kind of straight-laced girl you see at every school, studying her ass off to earn her parents' approval. The type of girl that always has the best grades but never really has any friends. Why is girl in purple? She's the kind of girl that graduates, then the reality of the real world knocks her on her ass and she realizes that she actually has no clue what she's doing, just like the rest of us. So she settles for the first crappy job she can find, and then suddenly it's 3 years later and she's still mopping up vomit just to make ends meet. Instead of being humbled by her station in life, Sachiko decides to take her anger out on everyone around her. I've seen her slap customers out of frustration. Rumor has it that she strangled the manager on one occasion. Apparently he's too afraid to fire her now. I don't blame him, I'm afraid of her too. And then there's Kurosawa. I could write an entire blog on all the things I hate about her. She's pretty, but she's very aware of it. She seems to have a new sugar daddy every few weeks, some poor old fool that she strings along and milks dry. She must be nearing 30, but all her friends are still in senior high school. It's more than a little weird. They hang out around the train station, bullying homeless people and shoplifting from the convenience store. I'm pretty certain that she's done time once or twice. Kurosawa is just an all-round terrible person. She makes Amano and Sachiko look like saints in comparison. Honestly, I couldn't ask for a worse group of co-workers. Finally, there's me. Emi Katsuno, university dropout, part-time cashier, and up to my ears in debt. I live in a crappy apartment in a bad neighborhood just to keep my head above water. My apartment building is filled with deadbeats, loan sharks, junkies, perverts, you name it. As if that wasn't bad enough, I have to work 4 days a week with the 3 worst girls I've ever met in my life. Today is no different from any other day. Amano greets me at the door, her disgustingly puffy and pouty lips pulled back in a half snarl, half smile. I can smell the sickly sweet scent of too much lip gloss from 10 feet away. Oh, hi, Emmy. You're late again, you know? Bitch. Yeah, sorry. Just let me past. I'll go clock in. Whatever. Kurosawa wants to see you. Can you, just go see her? Fine. Amino walks off. I look around for Kurosawa. The stale stench of cigarette smoke eventually overwhelms the lingering scent of lip gloss in the air and leads me to her location. You wanted me? Katsuno, I need you to process a big refund. Don't mess it up, okay? It's for a regular customer. Okay, I can do that. What am I refunding? There's a bunch of shirts on the counter. Just ring them up and refund them for cash. You can leave the money in the envelope under the register. I don't really quite get what she's talking about, but just coming out of her mouth it sounds illegal. Fine, I'll take care of it. Thanks, I'm going for a smoke break. I decide to clock in before processing the refund. I won't be paid for this shift if the company doesn't know I came into work. I go behind the counter and retrieve the sign-in booklet. I flip to today's date and fill in my details. Done and done. The shirts that Kurosawa mentioned are lying haphazardly over the counter. I pick them up and scan each one. They're not cheap. The first rings up at 11,000 yen and the next is 13,000. There are 6 shirts all up, each one a little more expensive than the last. They don't look worn and the tags are intact. I'm supposed to ask for a receipt or proof of purchase before making a refund, but the customer's obviously not here. Besides, the request came directly from Kurosawa, my superior, so I can't exactly refuse. The refund goes through the system successfully and the cash drawer opens up. I count out the correct amount of money in 10,000 yen bills, then pop an elastic band around the cash and put it in an envelope. I also print a copy of the refund receipt and slip it in with the cash. Job done. I slide the envelope back under the register and lean against the counter, surveying the store. I can see that there aren't any customers around. It's still early in the morning after all. We don't usually get much business until around lunchtime. I hover around the register for a while, biting my nails and staring at the clock to pass time. Kurosawa eventually returns from her smoke break. Half an hour must have passed by now. Who does she think she is? Finished that refund? Yeah, I did it just like you said. Okay. She rummages around underneath the cash register and pulls out the envelope stuffed with cash. Her fingers flick through it quickly, counting each note, and she nods as though satisfied. Good work, Katsuno. I'll pass this on to the customer next time they come in. Oh yeah, you'll definitely do that. Sure. No problem. Anyway, I'll take over the cash register for a while. Do you want to go tidy up stock? Yeah, okay. I'm not too bothered if Kurosawa wants to take over my register duties. It's boring standing around. I'd much rather be doing something than nothing. As I head toward a rack of untidy jackets, Sachiko bumps into me. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Sorry? Did you actually just apologize to someone? Sachiko, the customer abuser? That's fine. You okay? I haven't been sleeping really well. I'm just tired, that's all. Well, get some rest, I guess. Thanks. Look, well, I've got you here. I know I haven't really been easy to get along with lately. I've got my own personal issues, but that's no reason to take it out on you and the other girls. I can't believe what I'm hearing here. 4 girls with the same voice. Sachiko has had a change of heart. So, I'm resigning as of today. I don't deserve this job. I wanted to apologize and make sure there's no bad blood between us. I don't deserve this random part-time job. Sachiko, I don't know what to say. I never expected this from you. Yeah. Oh, she's gonna die, isn't she? If you're resigning, do you have another job lined up? No, not yet, but I need to work on myself first. I have a lot to think about. Well, I mean, as long as you're sure about this. I am. In that case, then thank you for apologizing. I forgive you. Thank you, Amy. Well, until next time then. Yeah, until next time. Sachiko takes her leave. I'm still a bit taken aback by her sudden personality change. Did I misjudge her from the start? No, that can't be it. She has a history of abusing customers and co-workers. No way I imagined all that. Regardless, I'm actually kind of glad she's trying to get a grip on her life. I hope everything works out for her. If she's resigning today, then I suppose the only two terrible co-workers left are Amano and Kurosawa. I glance at Amano, who is standing by the door, waiting to greet customers. She has a vacant expression on her face, like always. I then look toward the register where Kurosawa should have been standing. But she's not there. Didn't she offer to take over register duties from me? Where the hell did she disappear to? I wander behind the counter. The register doesn't look like it has been touched. Out of curiosity, I slide my hand around under the register, and the cash-stuffed envelope is gone. No sign of it. What a big surprise. The receipt from the refund is lying on the floor. I bend down and pick it up. It's a standard refund receipt stating the value of the transaction. My name is signed at the bottom since I was the one who processed it. The refunded money is gone, and so is Kurosawa. Did she? No, she couldn't have. Surely she wouldn't have run off with the money. No one would be stupid enough to risk their job over that, would they? Oh no, not their glorious part-time job. Oh, she's back. Ah, there's Katsuna. You should go ask her about it. Huh? Kurosawa is still here? She seemed to pop up from nowhere.
Katsuna, a word if you please.
Ah, Hirota, the manager of the store. He normally spends his time in the office out back, so it's kind of unusual to see him here. What could he want with me?
Kurosawa was tending to the register when she noticed the system flagged a large refund as suspicious. Do you know anything about it?
Well, yeah, I processed a big refund this morning. Amy, that is not how you formulate that sentence. You start off with saying that you were tasked by Kurosawa to process that refund. Otherwise, it is very easy for your manager to completely dismiss your complaints later on when he blames you for it.
Is that so? Do you have the receipt?
Here. I hand him the transaction receipt that is still between my fingers. He looks it over once, then twice, his eyebrows furrowing.
This is quite a large refund. No wonder the system flagged it. Did you get approval from Kurosawa before processing this?
Kurosawa was the one who asked me to process it, sir. I never even spoke to the customer that it was intended for. That's not true, Hirota. I don't know anything about this refund. Wait, what?
Where is the refunded money now?
Well, I put it in an envelope underneath the register, but...
There's no money here, sir.
Again, not how you phrase it. Kurosawa took it. That's the way you phrase it.
She's got much to learn. Well, I wonder if she'll have the time to learn or if she's going to end up dead.
She's lying to you.
Interesting. No money to be found, and Katsuno, you're the one who signed off on a refund. That makes you responsible.
Yeah, I did sign it, but...
You're going to have to tell the truth, Katsuno. Did you take the money? Don't make me get the police involved.
Wait, hang on. Do you think I stole it? Kurosawa asked me to process the refund and leave the cash in an envelope. Nonsense. That's simply irresponsible. It's not safe to leave cash out of the register. But... I feel my stomach beginning to sink. What exactly is happening here? Though then again, I suppose it wouldn't really be a typical horror game if the characters weren't stupid.
Confess at once, Katsuno.
I didn't steal the damn money. If anyone stole it, it was that bitch Kurosawa.
Enough. We're not going to stand here and argue about this like bickering schoolchildren. Sachiko.
Like a serpent slinking out of the shadows, Sachiko slides beside Hirota. Yes, Hirota?
Did you witness Katsuno take an envelope of cash from the register?
Oh, yes, sir. Just this morning. She acted like she was processing a refund, then pocketed the cash. I meant to bring it to your attention sooner, but... Sachiko, that bitch, she hasn't changed at all. She just sold me out. I managed to catch a glimpse of Kurosawa smirking at Sachiko. They nod in unison and giggle. Are they in this together? Are they throwing me under the bus just so they can steal some cash? I can't believe it. I'm so freaking angry.
There you have it. A witness to your crime. Kurosawa, if you would kindly call the police.
Yes, sir. Wait just a minute. I scream louder than intended, but my blood is boiling and I can barely control myself. I didn't steal any money. Why don't you check the security cameras? You'll see that I'm innocent. Oh, you know, those cameras haven't worked in months, right? I suppose nowadays they're mostly just for show. Of course, if Hirota really wants me to, I could go double check, just to be sure. Though I think that would just be a waste of time.
Thank you, but that won't be necessary, Kurosawa.
Kurosawa's eyes narrow as she gazes at me wickedly.
Amano, please show everybody what you found.
You got it, boss. I didn't even realize Amano was part of this discussion. She's leering at me disgustingly and slapping an envelope against her open palm. Found the sweater cash in Katsuno's locker out back. I can feel the blood drain from my face. I haven't even been out the back today. Are they all in this against me? Did they plant evidence to get me in trouble? You're lying. I haven't even had time to go out back today. I mean, what do you want me to say? You think the cash just appeared out of nowhere?
It would seem all the evidence is against you, Katsuno. Since we located the money, I won't have you arrested, but you will not step foot in this store ever again. Do I make myself clear? You're fired, and I will make sure you never work in any of our stores again.
I'm speechless. I can't even process my thoughts. The quiet giggling and snickering of Kurosawa, Sachiko, and Amano buzzes in my ears until my skull feels like it's going to burst. Hirota grabs my shoulder and tries to lead me outside, but I jerk away and stumble backward. My back slams into the glass window at the front of the store. Thankfully the glass doesn't shatter, but I can immediately feel a bruise forming. I push myself forward, regain my balance, and duck toward the sliding door. See you around, Amy. Oh, well, I guess not, hey? I blink tears out of my eyes as I dash through the store's front door. My anger and fear and anxiety get the better of me, and it's a good 5 or 10 minutes before I realize that I've been running aimlessly through the shopping mall. I reach a hand to my eyes to wipe away the moisture and take a deep breath. I look around trying to get my bearings. The escalators. At least I know where I am. I need to sit down and compose myself. If I don't calm down, I might be tempted to return to the store and start punching those 3 absolute assholes. With my head down, I blindly charge toward a small seating area.
Ah, watch out.
I collide headfirst with somebody in front of me. Without thinking, I scream out in anger. Which way are you going?
Oh, it was a girl.
Sorry. Wait, this girl. I know her from somewhere. Katsuno? Is that you? Huh? I know you. Have we met? Yes, of course. We graduated from senior high school together, remember? Did we? Senior high school was more than a year ago. Feels like a different lifetime. How does she expect me to remember that?
Oh god.
Maybe. Yeah, you're Sato, right? Aoi Sato? That's me. You do remember. Well, kinda. Sorry, I've had a crappy day. I just got fired, so I'm not thinking straight. You got fired? I'm really sorry. You bumped into me pretty hard. You hurt? I'm fine. Aoi's rubbing her arm tenderly. I figure I must have injured her, but I'm really not in the mood to stand here and apologize to some old acquaintance. I have to go. Excuse me. Oh, okay. I push past Aoi. Unexpectedly, the shy and spineless girl grabs my arm and stops me from leaving. Her grip is surprisingly strong. Katsuno, you said that you just got fired. Is that true? What? Yeah, I'm pissed off about it. Tell me what happened. Why are you so interested? I just thought maybe I can help, is all. Whatever, you can't help. Some bitch set me up. She stole a bunch of money and made me take the fall. Ah, I see. Are we done here? Can I leave now? Sorry for keeping you. Yeah, okay. Once again I turn to leave, but Aoi's next words manage to catch my interest. You know, if someone got you fired, there is a way you could get revenge. Revenge? What is this girl on about? Does she have some way for me to get back at Kurosawa? What am I thinking? I can't even step foot back in the store. My chance to get any kind of justice just doesn't exist. Revenge? What the hell are you talking about? Never mind. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, hell no. You're not going cold on me now. Tell me what you meant. Okay, but let's talk quietly. There may be a way for you to get back at whoever got you fired. Have you heard the rumors of Corpse Girl's website? Corpse Girl? Who's that? Sounds like some death metal band. Chloe ignores my comment and continues on with her speech. They say that if you visit Corpse Girl's website, you can request a death. Request a death? What is this girl ranting about? Hang on, start over, I'm completely lost. Aoi frowns and a look of annoyance on her face. Say somebody wrongs you and you want to get revenge on them. Go on. Rumors state that you can visit Corpse Girl's website and fill out a form in order to request a specific person's death.
So, like a more complicated death note, I see.
This Corpse Girl, is she like a hitman or something? No one knows the truth. All I know is that her victims always receive a photo of their own corpse before they die. How is that possible?
Through the power of photo editing.
I don't know. I've been wanting to use the website for some time. There's somebody that I'd be happier without, but I'm not brave enough to go through with it.
Is she talking about herself? Is this where this is going?
Still, I want to know if the rumors are true. If you use the website, you could tell me if it works or not. This whole thing sounds sketchy, risky. Are the police gonna come get me if I go on this website? I've got no idea. Well, thanks, I guess. Aoi doesn't make a further attempt to stop me when I turn on my heel and walk away. I don't know what to make of her suggestion. Can such a website even exist? The ability to request a death just sounds so unbelievable. And yet, I find myself unable to get the possibilities out of my mind as I make my way toward the train station. Corpse Girl, a website tailored for revenge. I could dob in Kurosawa, Sachiko, Amano. If I could remain anonymous, then no matter what happens, whatever fate befalls those girls, it couldn't be traced back to me.
Oh, no. How would that be possible?
I start to wonder if ordering the deaths of a few girls simply because they got me fired is a little extreme.
Don't you think?
Although they're not exactly saints, they're closer to human garbage more than anything else. They've always been hostile toward me. I'd probably be doing the world a favor if I had them all killed. If they screwed me over without a second thought, who knows what they might do to their next unsuspecting victim. Yeah, killing all three of them is the right thing to do. Removing them from the planet will prevent them from hurting anyone else. My heart begins to race. The trip back to my apartment is boring. The train carriage is nearly empty, save for a few junior high school boys and a couple of women in business attire. I have a few seats all to myself, so I sprawl out and check my phone for messages. When I feel confident that no one in the carriage is watching me, I decide to search for Corp Girl's website on my phone.
Yes, the famously untraceable phone.
I don't exactly know how easy it'll be to find. Maybe I should have asked Aoi for the address.
Please don't tell me your Google search is enough.
Well, a quick search shouldn't be too hard. I begin to type. Corpse Girl's website. A few results pop up on my screen, but none seem relevant. Okay, good. There are links to funeral services and anime fan sites, but nothing really matches what I'm looking for. Maybe this was a bad idea. I should probably delete my search history.
You know, you are aware that deleting your search history does absolutely nothing, right? Like, sure, if someone else just picks up your phone and looks at your search history, yeah, it's gone. But apart from that, well, we've established he's not exactly the smartest. What is the idiom I'm thinking? Like, the idiom that came into my head was not the smartest pea in the pond, but that makes no sense whatsoever. What would a pea be doing in a pond? Oh. Well, whatever.
Maybe just one more search. Corpse Girl requests a death. My phone seems to lag for a few seconds as the search is submitted. Then, a fresh list of links appears. The top result catches my eye immediately. Corpse Girl, revenge at your fingertips. This must be it. I click the link and the website loads immediately. The website is simple. There's a freaky little dancing girl at the top of the screen who looks too happy to belong on such a site. The whole site is really basic. A small blurb of text offers instructions. Request a death. Fill out your victim's information and upload a photo of them. Your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. Watch out, don't be an idiot and enter your own information or you will be cursed.
Cursed. Not killed, cursed.
What the hell? Is this site actually for real? I start to wonder if I should go through with this. There's very little useful information on the site. I mean, it does say requested death, but come on, is someone actually going to go out and kill the person I choose? And how on earth can someone receive a photo of their own corpse before they're actually dead? That just doesn't make any sense. My heart suddenly skips a beat and I nearly drop my phone when it buzzes at me. Thank God, it's just a text message. An unknown number, that's never a good thing. Wait a minute, there's a photo attachment. Who would be sending me a photo from an unknown number?
Oh, who do you think? Also, they must have really old phone. I mean, yeah. What? Actually, what is that phone? Why is it so long? That looks way too long. I suppose it's... Is it an iPhone or something like that? It kind of looks like that, the sound-wise. In that case, why is there a photo attachment? Surely you just see the photo.
My curiosity gets the better of me and I open the message.
Ah, Kurosawa.
Kurosawa, you freaking bitch. I knew it. I knew she set me up. And Amano and Sachiko were in on it too. They made me process a fake refund to get cash out of the register so that my name would be on the transaction. And all for what? A bit of cash they'd have to split 3 ways?
Objection. They actually told the manager where he is. So how would they at this point even get the money? Like, surely at this point, they'd just put the money back into the register. And at that point, they'd have to go through the whole process again. Otherwise, how would they get the money back? You know, the other thing is, like, if they don't have to do that, then why wouldn't they have just stolen it in the first place? This makes no sense.
Kurosawa, I'll kill you. A few of the junior high school boys nearby look at me with worried expressions, but I don't give a damn. I'm angry, I'm furious. Kurosawa is going to pay. I close Kurosawa's message and return to Corpse Girl's website. It's clear what has to be done. I'm going to request Kurosawa's death. I read the website's instructions one more time to make sure I haven't missed anything important. Enter the victim's phone number and upload a photo of the victim.
Yep, Kurosawa, you just hand her your phone number. Great job.
I can't believe it. Kurosawa just signed her own death sentence. She sent me a photo of herself and her phone number was included with the message.
How convenient.
I fill in the phone number and upload the photo. My hand's trembling the whole time. My thumb hovers over the submit button. I feel a chill down my spine. My face turns pale and I immediately feel cold and clammy. Is Kurosawa really going to die if I use this website? Or is this all a sick hoax? I run through the possible outcomes in my head. First possibility, nothing happens and Kurosawa is none the wiser. Second possibility, Kurosawa gets pranked by whoever is running this website. Maybe the administrator gets a kick from tormenting people. Kurosawa might just receive some spam texts or something like that. Third possibility, Kurosawa dies, she gets murdered or some elaborate scheme is concocted to make her die accidentally. My lips curl into a frenzied smile. I like the third possibility the most.
How do you like the possibility where some sort of Japanese secret agency tracks whoever enters names of people onto the website and puts you in prison? I mean, it's not going to happen, obviously, and it wouldn't happen in real life either. You can't get put in... Actually, that's an interesting question, actually. If you fully believe that entering someone's name into this website would get them killed, would entering their name into the website be construed as a crime or not? If you just think it's a joke and you enter it like jokingly, obviously that's not a crime. The question would be, would you be able to prove that you entered their name with the intention of them actually dying? I think that'd be interesting to know.
I slammed my thumb down and smashed the submit button. Prepare for the end, Kurosawa.
Oh, by the way, if you have the ability to do all that anyway, I think the website would be a whole lot more fun if you actually just somehow made it possible for the website to take over control of the person who actually, if it's a website, then yeah, you normally access that from a computer, not from a phone. But just in case, I mean, you could probably filter that out. Just in case you know that you're being accessed from a phone, just take a screenshot of the person holding the phone, just taking control of the camera, and then send them a phone, not a phone, a picture of them being dead. That would be fun. Not for the person themselves, but I assume as the person creating the website, that would be fun.
When I get home, I can barely contain my nervousness. I'm shaking as I open the door to my tiny apartment. How will I know when or if Kurosawa is dead? Will Corpse Girl's website notify me? No, of course not. I didn't give any of my personal information to the site. The entire thing was anonymous. And it's not like I can visit the store tomorrow and see if she comes into work. I'll be kicked out as soon as I show my face.
Oh, you can definitely go there. I mean, it's a store. You don't have to enter it, but you can stand in front of it and look in.
So, what do I do? That's it. I whip my phone out of my purse and open Noise, a social network app that all my co-workers are connected to. Kurosawa, Sachiko, Amano, and I are all in this group chat labeled Work Life. We use the chat to swap shifts with each other and complain about the boss. Just as I was hoping, I haven't been kicked out from the group yet. I swipe through the list of chat members and tap on Kurosawa's profile. Last online 1 hour ago. Perfect! If I use this app, I can keep an eye on when Kurosawa is active. She only has to be using her phone for Noise to detect that she's online. She doesn't necessarily have to be using Noise itself. It's the best way I can think of to monitor if she's still alive or not. It'll do for now, at least.
Wait, is that actually how apps like something like Facebook or WhatsApp or other social media apps that don't necessarily have the best reputation do that? Or do you actually have to be to have that open to show that you've been online? Because that sounds sketchy, to say the least. Either way.
I wonder why Kurosawa sent me that photo of herself via a regular text message instead of through Noise. Maybe she thought she could be busted for it if someone got into her Noise profile.
I mean, if so, I guess.
Who knows what that girl was thinking? Regardless, I'm thankful she made such a stupid mistake. I wouldn't have obtained her phone number if she had decided to message me through Noise instead. After all, Noise is strictly an online service, no need for phone numbers. Come to think of it, where did she get my phone number from? Well, no matter, it worked out in the end. I slump down on the couch in front of the TV and keep my phone firmly gripped in one hand, my knuckles whitening. I start to bite the fingernails on my other hand out of anxiety. In an attempt to distract myself, I switch the TV on and stream some stupid reality shows. The distraction hardly works, and I find myself instinctively glancing at my phone every couple of minutes, waiting for any kind of update on Kurosawa's online status. The evening passes slowly. Sunlight streams through the open curtains and I startle. Did I fall asleep on a couch? I wipe my mouth with my sleeve, cleaning off a trickle of drool from my chin. My phone is still in one hand and I quickly check it. I tap the fingerprint-smeared screen, but it's not responding. The battery died. I must have fallen asleep and left the screen on all night. I race toward my charger and plug it in, anxiously waiting for just enough energy to turn the phone screen back on. After what seems like an eternity, the phone comes to life. I catch a glimpse of the clock as I swipe the lock screen away. 6:34 a.m. I open up Noise as quickly as I can and flick through to Kurosawa's profile. This profile is private. You're not connected to this person. Damn it, she blocked me. I frantically navigate to the group chat only to find that I've been kicked out. Damn it! Damn it! What can I do now? I've got no way of knowing whether Kurosawa is still alive. I slam my phone down in frustration and it vibrates in retaliation. Huh? Another text message? I blink a couple of times. Who would be texting me at this hour? It might be Kurosawa again, trying to rub my face in her victory.
Is it a picture of your dead body? Or is it a picture of her dead body? That would also be reasonable.
Well, if that's the case, at least I would know that she's still alive. I hesitantly picked my phone up again and opened the message.
It's someone's dead body, that's for sure.
There's no text, just a photo attachment.
It's your dead body. Yeah, call it. Imagine female scream.
What the hell is this? I nearly dropped my phone in terror. A photo of a dead body, twisted, crumpled like it has fallen from a great height. A splatter of blood is flecked across the grass. It's hard to make out the details of the person. Dirty blonde hair, familiar clothes, smudged makeup.
Oh, you mean yourself?
This dead body, is it supposed to be me? There can be no mistaking it. Without a doubt, this is a picture of my own corpse. I shriek again, unable to process what I'm seeing. I'm so entranced by the battered corpse that it takes me a minute to notice the timestamp in the corner of the photo. It's today's date, but something is off.
It is exactly 56 minutes in the future.
The time says 7:28 a.m. That's about an hour from now. I shiver involuntarily and feel the sickening sensation of bite rising in my throat.
Wait, is it 56 or is it 54? It's 54, never mind. I was right the first time. You usually don't have to calculate time forwards. Usually you calculate time backwards.
This photo, is this a prediction of my death? Am I going to die within the hour? And then the truth hits me harder than my face hit the ground in this grisly photo. When you request a death on Corpse Girl's website, your victim receives a photo of their own corpse before they die. Before they die? I can't look at it anymore. I throw my phone to the side and curl up on the floor. Did Corpse Girl send this to me? And how? How did somebody get a photo of my corpse? A photo that is seemingly from the future? It's impossible. It has to be a hoax. Some trick, some psycho tormenting me. Yeah, that's all it is. Somebody's messing with me. Probably Kurosawa. I get up off the floor and stumble around. I'm kind of lightheaded and unbalanced, and my stomach feels queasy, ready to launch its contents through my throat at any second.
Oh, was the person Aoi wanted dead me? Like, or Emmy, in this case? Wait, did I say Kurosawa? I meant Aoi.
I blindly reach around for my phone and finally grasp it with near-frozen fingers. The phone number that sent the photo. It's an unknown number, but the digits don't match the number that Kurosawa texted me from yesterday. So it's unlikely this came from her.
I mean, wouldn't you just... Like, is this just me? But if I receive a text from a phone number, I immediately save that phone number. Like, either save it or block it. Because, like, I mean... like, especially if it's someone you know. Like, I guess if you're applying for jobs or something and, like, some random company just messages you to say, okay, we've not accepted you into our office, then yeah, I guess you don't say that. But either way, surely she should have saved Kurosawa's number in her contacts.
Bizarrely, the phone number is kind of weird. There are more digits than should be possible. I try to count them, but stumble a few times in confusion.
Yep, not the smartest. Is it P in a pod?
I eventually conclude the number is 18 digits. Way too many. In addition, the phone number seems to repeat digits a lot. 66.
Of course, it's 666.
Yep. 666 33 666 22 666 44666. It seems too strange to be real. Is it possible to fake a phone number?
Absolutely.
Something interesting catches my attention. Even though the caller ID doesn't recognize the number, it has data on the origin of the number. Tokyo, Japan, my very own city. Perhaps the sender of the photo can mask the number but can't hide the location.
Oh, if they can mask the number, they can absolutely hide their location.
This gives me an idea, and I decide to get to the bottom of the situation despite my head throbbing and my stomach pleading to be emptied. I punch the phone number into a search engine along with the keyword Tokyo. One result. The link points to a popular discussion board, Noise Channel. It's an anonymous board where users can talk about almost anything. And no big surprise, it's owned and operated by the very same company behind the Noise app I use on my phone. I tap the link and get taken to a discussion topic from less than a week ago. I quickly read through it.
Topic: strange photo from unknown number. Hey, so today I got a strange gore photo from a number I don't have in my context. Not sure what the deal is, it was gross though. Wondering if any hackers can trace the number or something. It's 666-33666-22666-44666. Seems like Tokyo area. I'm in Osaka. Okay, thanks in advance.
The topic is only one reply.
One reply reads strange photo from unknown number. You got this too? Was the gore photo a picture of yourself? I'm worried. Received a similar pic from the same number. Thinking about contacting the police. Not sure if I'm overreacting. No, you're not overreacting.
And that's it, the end of the discussion. Neither poster followed up on the conversation.
Because they're dead.
Damn it, that's all. That didn't give me anything to go on, except now I know that at least 2 other people have received bloody photos of themselves.
Actually, did the first person mention that it was a photo of themselves? I don't recall. Actually, we have a log here, don't we? No. First person didn't mention it. I mean, obviously, it probably would have been, but it wasn't specifically said.
I wonder if those photos were as extreme as the one I received.
I mean, your photo wasn't really extreme, though, was it? It was a fall to death. Come on, into a flower bed as well.
What happened to these 2 posters? Why didn't they continue the discussion? I feel myself beginning to sweat. My body's going from cold to hot and back again several times a minute. It feels like I have a fever, but I know it's just stress tearing me up. I checked the time. 6:59 a.m. About half an hour until the time printed on the photo. I take a deep breath and the doorbell buzzes. I freeze in place, unsure whether I should answer the door. In this sketchy apartment building, it's a risk to answer the door on any given day before even taking into consideration that some psycho just texted me a photo of my own corpse. I tiptoe toward the door on stiff legs and gaze through the peephole. There's no one there. Whew.
That's not the right reaction to that. The fact that there's no one there is more worrisome than if there had been some, I don't know, the mailman.
I breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe I'm just on edge and the doorbell echoed from someone else's apartment.
I mean, I've never lived in an apartment. Actually, I have. I've never heard a doorbell. Well, I've never lived in a Japanese apartment with walls that are paper thin.
Besides, I don't know if anyone who would visit me unannounced, especially this early in the morning. I slump to the floor, my back sliding down the door as I come to rest on the carpet, my legs splayed out haphazardly in front of me. I've had enough fear for one day. I have to just believe this whole thing is a hoax. It's probably karma for trying to get revenge on Kurosawa. Yeah, that's it, karma. The doorbell rings again and I scream in shock, my head slamming back against the door I was resting against. I jump to my feet and ignore the people, this time simply swinging the door wide open.
Gotten a lot less careful this time around.
A gust of chilly morning air sweeps into my apartment and I shut my eyes tightly against the sudden cold. My messy hair tangles in the wind and obscures my vision when I open my eyes. Quickly I sweep the hair out of my face and look around. There's no one here except... A metal trolley is blocking the walkway in front of my door. A stark white bag about the size of a human body rests atop the trolley. My heart begins to race as I immediately recognize what this is. On TV they always show these trolleys used in morgues to cart dead bodies around. Dead bodies. The vomit that has been trying to escape my body all morning finally finds its way out of my mouth. I retch and heave in the doorway until nothing is left inside my belly except the stinging stomach acid that threatens to burn through its fleshy container. The stench wafting from the trolley is overwhelming. Pinching my nostrils closed. Jesus Christ. There's little more than trap the horrific odor inside my own skull, and I gag and splutter involuntarily. My hand reaches forward as though controlled by some being other than myself. I can't pull it back, and I can't prevent my fingers from grasping the zipper tag attached to the front of the body bag. I unzip the bag. And there I am, a wretched corpse exposed to the day's first rays of sunlight. I stand here in a doorway as I lay there atop the trolley, simultaneously alive and dead. More dead than alive in both bodies. The bruising on my face is horrific, and I reach a stiff finger to my own lips, my living lips, tracing the outline of the bruise I see before me. There's no pain where the bruise should be, and I breathe a sigh of relief, for why would there be any pain if I'm already dead? To feel pain would be absurd, and then I would really have to start worrying. I wonder how I died. Did I fall from a great height? Did somebody hit me with a car? Or did I collapse from some internal reason? Perhaps from organ failure or some undiagnosed sickness? Maybe I didn't die and the corpse in front of me is alive, living and breathing just as I do while standing in front of myself. Maybe this is all a prank I've pulled on myself, dying just as a joke but never really dying, always living until the point I actually die and it's no longer a prank. You should probably go see a therapist about those issues you're having. My head is splitting, I can't think straight. All the thoughts in my mind are jumbled, the meanings behind unspoken words disappearing behind foggy clouds inside my shattered skull. To clear my head, I step around my corpse and stand by the walkway's railing. I'm on the 4th floor of the apartment building. There are 2 floors above me, so I could go higher if I wish, but I'm pretty sure a leap from here will be enough to render my living body identical to that of the corpse on the trolley. At this point in time, there exist 2 versions of Amy Katsuno. One is living and is me, and the other is dead, but is also me. I can choose now to be alive and dead, or be dead and dead, but I cannot choose to be alive and alive. So even if I choose to be alive and dead, I'll still only be half alive, but choosing dead and dead is nice and clean, absolute, indisputably solid state of existence. Yeah, that therapist is looking real nice right now. I grip the cool steel handrail and lean over the walkway, my hair whipping against my face thanks to the relentless wind. 4 stories below me is a small courtyard paved with concrete and decorated with the occasional shrub or flower bed. I miss the concrete by about 2 feet. Dirt sprays up into the air as my nose is crushed under my own body weight. I think about that photo Kurosawa sent me with her smug smile and her hands full of stolen money. My teeth grind into my tongue and sever it, but it doesn't manage to escape my closed mouth. My mind wanders and settles on Corpse Girl's website. What was that all about anyway? As far as I know, nothing happened when I submitted Kurosawa's details. Maybe Kurosawa found the website as well and submitted my details first. I guess Corpse Girl got me. Well played, Kurosawa. I think I can taste blood in my mouth, but it might just be a memory from some other point in my lifetime. A blinking light from a nearby parked car kind of irritates me, but then my vision turns blue or black and my only concern is how I'll never truly know what. Corpse Factory. Thank you for playing this demo. Unravel the mystery of Corpse Girl when the full version of Corpse Factory is released in 2022. I still really love the music, by the way. Does it actually say who did the music? Alex Shea. Okay. Alright, so that was a warning message at the start. But, either way. So, my current theory, based on what we've seen so far, is that I wasn't actually wrong with my bit of a stretch in that not the person you put into the website is going to get killed, but the person who puts the name into the website. That is my personal theory right now. I have no idea about any of how exactly her sort of a copy of her body would appear, or how the photo would happen. I mean, I guess if, you know, the owner of the website could see into the future, kind of like that. I don't know how grounded the game is in terms of how supernatural it's going to get, but technically if they can see into the future, then I guess you might as well just, you know, make that body out of whatever and then put it there and take the photo and send it. And just, I mean, timestamp, just literally go into Photoshop and edit the timestamp in. Who cares? It's not an issue at all. If it's not supernatural, then it would get interesting. You then kind of go into the realm of self-fulfilling prophecies, at least with the killing of the people. Like, kind of, if you I mean, I guess you could say a person who actually legitimately wants to kill someone by putting their details on a website is probably mentally unstable enough to actually end up killing themselves if you send them a picture of themselves. The massive question is then, how would you go about, you know, creating that picture? Point there, actually. Never mind. The thing is, if you send them a picture of themselves, it doesn't actually need to be what does happen. Like, I know it did in this case, but technically you can send them any old picture of themselves dead because they'll never know how they died. Well, of course they will know how they died as they're dying, but after being dead, that's not gonna be very important now, is it? But yeah, I'm certainly curious. And I hope the full game, once it does come out, fulfills upon the promises it's made and sort of the plot threads it has brought up, rather than just sort of leaving players with lots and lots of plot holes. One other thing I'd like to mention is that there is a voice volume option in the sound settings. The demo is not voiced, but that sort of gives me hope that the studio does plan to have the game voiced later on, which would be nice. The thing is, I think if the game will be voice acted, I'm pretty confident I'll actually continue playing it on the channel, regardless of whether this Indie Sunday gets a lot of views, just because I really like the premise. It's really reliant on how long it is and if it does get voice acting though. Because if it's like a 15-hour game, then so far it's had 4 female characters, and doing just female, I mean, I know it on the promo art it has 2 male characters as well, so I would have some sort of variation in there, but still, I tend to shy away recently to do long visual novels like that. But yeah, it also depends on how long it would end up being. If it's like a 5-hour novel or like a 30-hour novel. Either way, I hope you enjoyed watching this week's Indie Sunday. Let me know in the comments what you think is sort of the mystery behind it all. I don't think there should be spoilers at this point. The game's in development, there's no way there could be. So just let me know, speculate, what do you think happened, actually, in reality. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.